Can I be real with you for a second? Your posing sucks. So today we're gonna be fixing it. Years ago, when I started working out, all I cared about was getting big, getting strong, being able to lift as much weight as possible. But now my shoulder hurts, my back hurts, my joints are all tight and stiff because I neglected stretching. So today we're going to be fixing that. We're gonna be going over my top 3 poses and my mobility routine to keep me limber, flexible, and to ensure that I can keep doing Spider-Man stuff for the years to come. But before we get into it, be sure to click that like button, hit subscribe, and hit the bell for more notifications on whatever video I have coming up next. And with that said, let's get to stretching. You'll notice that this routine includes both static and dynamic stretches. This trains both flexibility and mobility, because flexibility is the muscle's ability to stretch and mobility is the muscle's ability to move freely through a full range of motion. Both are important for joint health and keeping your body moving when it comes to all things Spidey. All right, so first, we're gonna start off with the world's greatest stretch. You're gonna get yourself into a push-up position, like so. Make sure that your palms are directly beneath your shoulders, not too far out, because what you're gonna do next is you're gonna bring one of your feet, I'll start with my right, on the outside of your right arm or right hand. And then from this point, you're gonna rotate your chest towards your knee while making sure that you're not bending your knee to the outside. You usually wanna hold that for about, in this case, depending on how tight or mobile you are, 15, 20 seconds to start. You can kind of build yourself up from there. Now, I recently just did a few gigs back to back. So as you can probably imagine, I have to get down in those Spidey poses quite often, hours at a time. And my quads, my knees, my joints are all in pain. But these are one of the stretches that can actually help remedy that. The more that you do this, the easier it will be to get into those very low poses as often as you need to. Next, this is the 90-90 stretch. Now, this is really good for the hips. My hips are tight as crap. So this is what I do fairly often to ensure that my squats are good. You know, this doesn't just pertain to Spider-Man stuff, but just fitness in general. So you want to give yourself about probably 8 to 10 both sides with like a 2 to 3 second hold each side. My wife, who I'm jealous of at this point, she can do this without using her hands to hold herself up. I don't know how she does it. Maybe just women in general have better hips than men, I don't know, probably. There's no way I'm doing that. Not yet, hopefully someday, but not today. Next stretch we're gonna do is the pigeon stretch. Normally I would recommend doing this if you're really tight in the hips, you need to open them up. Start on the bench. This is probably the pinnacle of this stretch. If you can do this comfortably on the mat, you're probably in good standing, but try to get from the knee down, straight across your body. You should be feeling a stretch in your glutes and your hips. But the goal is to try to get your chest to touch the floor or get close to the floor. Hold for about 20 seconds or so. Breathe, remember to breathe, don't hold your breath, and ease out of it. You never want to come out of it too quickly. So next we're going to get into the thoracic spine windmill. Now this is another good one for not just your hips, but the lower back as well. So you're going to lay down on your back, just nice and easy. And this is actually something I did, you know, fun fact, I was in the military for a little bit. This is one of our stretches that we did. So we didn't do it the best there, but we're gonna try to improve that here. But you're gonna come up, in this case, raise your left leg, opposite arm, grab the inside of your knee, and you're gonna kind of gently pull over. Now, make sure that your back doesn't come off the mat. Otherwise, you're not really getting much of a stretch, you're just rolling over essentially. So try to keep as much of your back on the ground as possible. All right, next we're gonna do the kettle. Honestly, some of these names don't even matter, but essentially, kettlebell hip shift. You don't need weight, but it does help with the stretch, kind of adds to it. So I would actually start with your knee, just like a regular kneeling position. You're gonna open up your hips a little bit more, foot pointing that way, grab a weight if you want to. So you're gonna rock side to side into that hip, get a nice deep stretch. Also, as I'm figuring out here, it's also good for your ankles. Depending on what angle or how close you bring in that foot, can also improve ankle mobility as well, which is key for posing. And as you know, a majority of these stretches involve the hips and lower back or the spine. With Spider-Man, as you've seen and as you know, he gets down in those weird positions often. Like that's like all I do when I'm posing or I'm out there as Spider-Man. I get down in those positions nonstop, which is why my legs hurt and my joints are all tight. So it's really good to be on top of these stretches as much as you can. So next is the deep squat stretch. Again, you can do this with a kettlebell or without. Keep yourself upright and keep your butt off the ground. Keep your back straight, make sure that you're not rounded. So make sure you're not rounding like this. It's not really gonna engage much because you're kind of cheating yourself. So you wanna maintain good chest up, back straight position, and then just kind of hold here. And at the same time, I'm pushing out with my elbows to really open up those hips a little bit more. There are other stretches you can do to improve your Spider-Man mobility, but for the sake of this video, we're gonna be focusing on this one, which is one I do often, like almost anytime I'm at the gym. We're gonna be doing up and overs. So for this, you wanna grab a pole. You can actually grab a shirt, a band, a broomstick, whatever you got laying around. Really, you don't need one of these, but essentially, you're gonna grab wide first, because not everybody has the same shoulder mobility. Try not to cheat yourself by bending your elbows, because that kind of defeats the purpose of the stretch. You wanna find that sweet spot where it's just enough resistance and difficulty to get over. Hold for a little bit, try to relax, because you'll notice you'll tighten up because it doesn't feel great. It kind of hurts good, if that makes any sense. Then come back over, again, while making sure that your elbows don't bend, everything's nice and straight. And usually I give this about 10 to 12 reps, probably 2 rounds. Really opens up the shoulders, keeps them nice and loose over time. Whew, really worked up a sweat. I actually did, it's hot in here. But actually while doing this, you will find yourself sweating because it's not just stretching, guys, this is a workout. You can focus on your stretching and you can still get a workout in and your body will thank you. But anyway, this has been my Spider-Man flexibility and mobility routine that I do. Try to do this around 3 or 4 times a week and your body will thank you. You'll end up lifting more weight, you'll feel better about yourself and also feel better about those poses with confidence. If you have any questions or any special requests or things you would like me to demonstrate or show you guys, please leave me a comment down below. I really do like to talk to you guys and get some input as far as what I can do to help you improve yourself in the gym. If this video helped you out, remember to click the like button, hit subscribe, and hit the bell for more notifications on whatever video I have coming up next. And don't think I didn't see you eyeing this shirt when you came in here. This is the Spider-Man drop that came in through SuperX. They just did a relaunch of this brand and a whole others that are on the way. And there's actually one that I'm super stoked about that is connected to this guy here. So on your way out, look down in the description for my discount code SPTrainer616 for 10% off your purchase. Supplies, they don't last long. So get in there quick, get your stuff, and then get out so you can look super like me and like Spider-Man. But I'm Spidey Trainer. Thanks so much again for watching. And remember, with great mobility comes great responsibility. And until next time, stay amazing.